Hey guys, okay, I just had another lesson dream. It's number three out of four, I believe. And the next one after that is called If You Believe. But the one I just had last night, like an hour ago, is called Stand Alone. And here it is. So this is lesson dream number 3, Stand Alone. And it basically is when you fall asleep at night and you're with Christ, He gives you dreams to teach you, and they're all lessons. And if you pass them all, then you move up a tier, okay? For people that don't know, watch my last videos on this stuff for more details. Anyway, so I'm with a girl, and I'm walking in this small town. This is the dream. I'm with a girl. I'm walking around in this small town. It's like a western country town, like back in the Little House on the Prairie days. And it's a small town. Everything's made out of wood and horses and buggies and stuff. And we're walking, and we see a group of ugly guys. They're like cowboy types, but bad cowboys. And really mean and ugly, and they're all drinking whiskey and stuff. And we're on this road, and now this road we're on is like a road, and there's either fields or something off to the left and the right of us, and it goes down the side of the road, goes down like that, and then it's like land or fields. We're walking, and we see a bunch of people up there, and it seems to be they're doing something to some girl. Like they're harassing some girl. Then the next thing you know, they take the girl. Like I could barely see what's going on. This group of guys. There's like 5 of them, 5 or 6, and they throw her off the road into the ditch, and I think she's dead. That's all we've seen. And this isn't daylight, outside of town. Then they all come running over to us, and they start hassling us and pointing their guns at us, and they're saying, "If you say anything, we're gonna fucking kill you, right?" I was scared shitless because I figured I was done in anyway. So I just saw them murder a woman, throw her body down in there, and basically they beat the shit. They knocked my fucking teeth out, knocked me damn near unconscious, kicked me in the ribs, broke my fucking fingers and all this stuff. And they said, "If you say anything, you're dead. That's all there is to it. And we'll do the same to your fucking girlfriend here." I'm like, oh, great. So anyway, I get up, I get healed up and everything, and then I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you know how things go. Then anyway, a little while later, I'm out in the same road. For some reason, I'm always on this road, and they see me from far off, and they have pellet guns. They're not real guns. They're pellet guns, and they start shooting us with these pellet guns. So we run behind, me and the girl. We run behind welcome to the town sign, welcome to the town of whatever. We run behind it so we can't get hit by the pellet guns. And we know they had real guns, but they were shooting us with pellet guns. This is a dream, anyway. So, and now the town, everybody in the town knows this girl was murdered, okay? But they don't know who did it. But I do. And so these guys, whenever they see us, harass us, warning to shut up, keep your mouth shut. And then the next day comes, and we're walking in a park. We're in a park on the side, not a sidewalk, yeah, maybe a sidewalk, I don't know. And they're shooting at us again, and they're throwing things at us, and a couple of them run over, punch me in the ribs, harass me, telling me to shut up. The gang, there's like a gang. Then, but I know these group of guys, and I know where they hang out, right? and all this shit. So then the next day comes, we're walking down the road, we're inside the town, they start shooting pellets at us again, and then, so on and so on. Then the next day comes, and I said, I can't take this, right? Because I got a knot in my stomach, right? I'm owned by these fucking guys, and I ain't gonna be owned, and that's it. So, I don't know what happened to the girl I was with. I got mad, so I got a piece of paper. And now I'm the victim, right? So I'm the victim. They own my ass, right? And I ain't having that. I ain't having that. So I made a plan, and I made a whole bunch of pieces of paper, writing on pieces of paper, like hundreds. And it says the guy's name, all the guys' names, killed such and such the girl. Okay? On each piece of paper, there was like hundreds of them. And I spent the whole day writing on these pieces of paper. Then, on a desk or a table or something, and I had to turn the table. I had to turn the tables because they were hassling me for like a week, threatening to kill me and kill this girl I was with for seeing what they did. And I had to turn the tables. And the police didn't know who did it or nothing. Nobody knew who killed the girl. But I did. I saw it. Me and the girl watched it. And so I knew where these guys hanged out, and it was in a bar. It was in a bar. And it was like a gang. A bar gang. I don't know. They were pretty mean guys. Really, really, really ugly rednecks. I mean, really bad. Like Clint Eastwood bad guys, that type of bad guys. And they all had fucking like real guns. So I wrote all these papers out, put their names on it, and who did what, killed such and such a person, the girl. And everybody in the town was wondering who killed her, right? Who murdered her. And so I wrote hundreds of papers. Then I sat out there and I watched where they went. And they went in this bar at the same time every night. Around like, it was daylight. It was like 6 o'clock, 7 or something. They all went in this bar to get drunk after work. And so I watched them for a couple days. Then on the 4th day, I got it together. I figured it out what to do, and I already knew what to do, but I had to get their routine right. So after I got their routine, I went and I got up. I was like nervous as fuck, and I got my real gun. I got my gun, which was this double barrel shotgun. The real long one, double barrel. It was a really old looking thing too. Like I don't know. That grandma, she has it. She comes out of the house with that double barrel shotgun. The old grandma. It's in the movie. I don't know. But anyway, I get that. I'm carrying that, and I'm walking. And I walk down Main Street. And there's people everywhere. And I sit down on the bench in the town center watching the bar. And all of a sudden they walk into the bar. I get up. I walk to the edge of town. And then I start walking down the sidewalk, and I start throwing out my bag of pamphlets. And I'm throwing them out as I walk right through town. So there's hundreds of papers laying all over the place. And I'm stuffing them in the mailboxes and everything. The guys are in there drinking, and I walk. And then after I do that, I get rid of all my papers. Everybody's reading the papers. Everybody knows now who killed. So I walk up into the bar, and there was a wooden sidewalk in front of the bar, and there's a big open window and stools so you could sit looking out the window drinking. And that's where they all were, and I could see them in there. So I come walking up, and they were all in there, and it was dark inside, and it was really bright outside, so I couldn't really see what was going on inside. But anyway, I crossed the street, I'm walking up to the bar, and I could see the guy who killed her, and he was the head gang member, and he was bald, and he had these fucking, pot smoking tattoos all over his face and his arms, and he's all unshaven and really nasty looking, and psycho eyes, man, psycho fucking eyes. Anyway, I walk up to the bar and I can see all his buddies, and they were just as crazy. And one guy had this long black coat on and long black hair and just nasty looking. They all had guns, man. And so I got my gun. I walked up to the window where they were all sitting by the window inside the bar, and I could see his bald fucking head talking to his buddies, hanging out, and they're all drinking their rot gut. And so I walked up to the window. I put my fucking double barrel shotgun right up to his head, and he was looking the other way. And so I took my gun and I clinked it off his head, and he turned around and he stared right into the double barrel, face to face. And I said, I go, your hold on me ends today, you fucker. And I go, you do one goddamn thing and I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. Any of you. And he's the gang. So none of the other guys, they all had their guns pointed at me. Right? As soon as I clinked them in the head with my gun, with the clink, they all went, pointed their guns at me. So I told them, I go, any one of you fuckers look at me, fucking come in my direction, I'm gonna fucking blow your goddamn head off. Right? And that's basically what I said. And he's like, oh, and he's getting mad. He's so fucking mad. He's like turning red and he's raging, right? And I go, that's your final fucking warning. The next time I see you, you're fucking dead. Any of you. And then he's mad and he says something to me like, oh, you can fucking count on it like that, right? Or something. I don't know. I can't remember. And then I said, I go, yeah, by the way, everybody in town now has a gun pointed at you. Everybody knows who did it. And I handed him the fucking paper. One of the papers. Then I pulled my gun back and I woke up from the dream. Christ goes, you passed, stand alone. And I'm like, what? And he goes, you passed. And he goes, that was number 3. You passed. It's called stand alone. And he goes, you did it. You told him. And so I passed. Now all the variables in there were like, was like a, for being a Christian, I got the right to fucking go all violence and everything, So I just woke up, man. Give me a break. So I got the right to defend myself, right? But I took this way. I told him what was going to happen. I took my power back. I wasn't a victim anymore. I wasn't a tool. I wasn't being owned. I took my power back, even if it was going to cost me my life. But I let everyone else know, just in case I died, I let everyone else in the town know who killed her, and the sheriff, and everybody else, and the police, everybody. And now, these Christians, these farmers and everything who live in this town, you don't fuck with these guys. Now, they're good guys. But if you're a bad guy, you're pretty much done. And they know that. And this gang pretty much owned everybody in the town. Now, everybody's going to rise up. They even look the wrong way, they're going to be dead. And the sheriff knows it, and everybody. So whatever ties, whatever connections this gang had with the sheriff or the mayor or whatever to walk around killing people for free, and the fucking sheriff don't do nothing, or the mayor, that's all gone now, right? The people know. So all the people can gang up. All the fucking farmers can gang up, take care of the sheriff and the mayor if they have to. Because I just told the truth. And we'll take it from there. So if I die, shit's going to be coming on him. So, and that's what it is. I think that's what the whole dream was about. Tell your enemy what's going to happen. And let the shit fly from there. But at least you told them. And told everybody else the truth. And see, by telling everybody else the pamphlets, that's what really You told the truth to everybody from what you saw. And that's how you do it within the community. So if you die, get snuffed out in the middle of the night by the police or the mayor or the gang, at least everybody else will know how you died. People aren't stupid, man. People aren't stupid. They just don't say nothing because they got a gun to their head. Pretty much every city in North America is owned that way. Everything. You can see it. You can see it. So, that's what I did. And I passed. So, it wasn't that traumatic. It was a nice, easy one. And the next one, number 4, is called If You Believe. So, I don't know when I'm going to have that dream. So, we'll see. And, yeah, that's about it. There was some more I was going to say, but it wasn't that important. So, that's the next Christ Consciousness lesson dream. And alright, I guess I'll leave. I swear I just woke up, man. Alright, later guys.